2002. Then I did a house job in cardiology and medicine, some time in surgery. उसके बाद then I did the US MBS. So I couldn't go because my mother passed away at that time. Then I joined the training. Series 1 and joined the training in medicine and cardiology. Completed training 1.5 years ago. Yet to be in part 2. Meanwhile, I have done MRCP 1, MRCP 2 written, and I am about to take the clinical exam. So I am about to complete the post-graduation, hopefully in the near future. Meanwhile, I was planning to leave, so I went in AMC. Last year I went to Australia and had a job over there in Brisbane. But when I came back, my father had a liver failure. So there are plenty of family reasons to stay. So anyway, hopefully we'll try my level as So anyway, that was the brief introduction about me. So yes. So I've been asked to take the AMC course by all those senior colleagues. AMC basically is required to register yourself as a doctor in Australia. Right? So objective is to register yourself in Australia. The exams, all the exams, the USMLE, the AMC, MRCP, etc., whatever the exams are, at this moment, AMC is the trickiest. Is the trickiest. Is the most tricky. And you have to have the clear concepts in order to clarify the exam. So before you can register yourself, there are certain requirements for this, and you have to take IELTS, and the requirement is 7 each in each section of IELTS. Overall 7, along with 7 in each section of the IELTS. So 7 in reading, 7 in writing. You have to take 7 at least. AMC.
Rather for medical. For doctors,
yes, 7 is required. Yes, 7 is required, but for doctors, you have to take 7 in all the sections. And obviously, then you will have the overall 7 score. Right. AMC, you have got the relaxation that you can appear in AMC without fulfilling the IELTS score. Right. It means you can pass AMC, but IELTS is required when you are going to apply for a job, or when you are going to get yourself registered with the medical council. So IELTS is required at that time. But you can do AMC without taking the IELTS. Or if you take IELTS, if your score is not appropriate, doesn't matter. You can deposit that piece of paper, whatever the score is. So you can register yourself for the exam before it is.
वो तो एक चीज़ का इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज टेस्ट है, वो तो हमारा प्रोफेशनल मेडिसिन से रिलेटेड टेस्ट तो नहीं है।
मेडिसिन से रिलेटेड इज योर एग्जाम,
हमारा एग्जाम।
So that is about AMC. For AMC, first of all, you have to have the checking of your documents, your degree, your PMBC. So you have to be cleared by the council. First of all, they will go through your documents, whether you are eligible or not. So there are 100 points to appear in the exam. So 70 odd points are for the degree, and I think 20 odd points for your registration, 5 points for passport, and there are 5 points if you have taken IELTS before or you have got the driving license.
PMDC की registration was
So you can redo it. So you have to fulfill the 100 points before you appear in the exam. So you will send your documents, all those documents, photocopied, tested with the notary public. You will send to the council. Along with you will test. You will send it to the medical council of Australia. authorized or tested by the authorized or reported.
तो बाहर के पहले तो ये था कि फॉरेन ऑफिस वाले टेस्ट करते थे.
No, there's no foreign office is just for Middle East.
अच्छा, right.
Foreign office is not for.
70% documents के 5% IELTS के.
You can check it on the website, but there are 100 points. There are 100 points. 70 for the degree registration, 20 for passport, and 510 for if you have taken IELTS previously or driving license.
For applying there.
For applying. No. The driving license you have at the moment. So that is. Because you can drive on this license for 1 year. You can drive on this license for 1 year if you go.
नहीं ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस की वो आपके अगर रजिस्ट्रेशन है ना उसके साथ ये तो 5 पॉइंट्स हैं.
सिर्फ उसके पॉइंट्स हैं.
ड्राइविंग लाइसेंस के 5
पॉइंट्स
या फिर आइल्स कर लें.
PMDC की जो सर्टिफिकेट
टोटल 100 पॉइंट्स है 3 चीजों के. PMDC and degree, passport और PCGs या आइल्स है.
ये तो है रिक्वायरमेंट टू अपीयर.
These are the prerequisites.
PMC के लिए
AMC के अपीयर होने के लिए.
These are prerequisites to appear in AMC. So you will send all those documents. They will reply within 4 to 6 weeks, and then they will send you a form that now you can fill the form and you can register yourself to sit in the exam.
Right.
So that is the first procedure for
और एग्जाम के कलर को क्या कहें? कहीं किसी कंट्री में भी कह सकते हैं.
Yes, there are centers in the onshore and offshore centers. Offshore centers means they are outside Australia. And centers are there in India. There are 4 centers in India. 4 centers in Pakistan. Center is there in Qatar and Dubai. And Bangkok is also a center. So Malaysia, Hong Kong, Bangkok, all those are centers. The easiest, maybe the easiest is Bangkok because there is no visa issues. And you can easily get the visa and you can easily get the exam placement over there. So most of the people who take offshore exam, they go to Bangkok.
Right.
So that is the exam centers in London. So passing exam, appearing in the exam is the first hurdle, then passing the exam is one considered is a must hurdle. And to get job is the largest. So if you pass the exam, so you have got 2 options. Those people who have not taken the IELTS or who don't want to take IELTS or who don't want to take IELTS in near future, it's better for them to take exam on the offshore centers. It's better to take exam on the offshore center if you're not taking IELTS. So better to pass exam first, then pass IELTS, and then go to Australia for
IELTS जो है इसकी बनिस्बत अगर हमारी जो प्रोफेशनल जो स्किल है, प्रोफेशनल डिग्रीज जो है जो भी आपको बताया ही है ना होनी चाहिए हमारे लिए. Even then you see we can
IELTS is यूरोप में किसी जगह पे भी जाना है.
As I already said that IELTS is not required for the exam. IELTS is required when you will be, and it is not required even for the job. You will have job interview, you will be given the contract, right? But once you will send your papers to the medical board for registration,
they will ask.
In the form it is mentioned that you have taken IELTS or not. So IELTS is must. There is also alternate to IELTS, that is there is another test. Occupational English, OET, that is OET, Occupational English Test. That is alternate to IELTS. That exam is slightly
easy.
No, that is easy, but that is expensive. That fees is almost 50 or 60,000 rupees. But the advantage is that the exam is relevant to your field. If you get the reading passage, you will get the reading passage regarding the medical. If you get the writing passage, you will get the writing passage regarding the medical.
That exam will be held in Australia?
No. It is also being held in Islam. And also in Australia, all over the world. Right? So OET is also an option. So you can take OET if you have already applied. IELTS that is available in Lahore. It is being conducted by British Council as well as by the Australian Education Office, and it is, I think, 3 or 4 times, at least twice a month. At least twice a month by 2 centers. So plenty of time is there, opportunity is there for answer. At the moment, I think they register everyone who want to take IELTS, they register everyone. So that is the AMC and IELTS. So once I will go into the detail of AMC, how would you prepare the AMC and what are the subjects. I can tell you the prospects of AMC. If you pass the exam, then obviously most of you will be will always want to have the general practice post. General practice post is plenty of spaces are available over there in Australia, because I have been there twice. First I went to take the exam over there, and then I went for the attachment and then for the job. So I have visited Australia twice. You can't understand the system unless you go over there. You know the Glasgow system better than me and than the rest. So I know the Australian slightly better than you. So in Australia there are plenty of general practice posts. But remember this thing, once you pass the exam, there is always a time-taking process to get the first job. Some people, they get the job within 2 days after passing the exam. Some get the job within 3 months. Some get the job after 6 months, 1 year. It all depends upon the luck. But there are very few people who have done AMC and still they are not having the job like me. Right? Very few people. Most of the people. Yes, most of the people, they get the job. But again, if anyone is saying this, that he is not having the job, then there must be some sort of a problem. Either he has not done IELTS, or either he has not passed the exam. So there must be some sort of difference. Yes. That other people make up never tells you the truth. So the job prospects is variable. Everyone gets the job, but it does take some time.
Private sector, we have a government sector.
No, everything is related to government sector.
No private sector.
No private sector. No private sector. So that is about AMC. If you want to know with more detail, then AMC 1. AMC has got 2 parts. AMC 1 and AMC Clinical.
Theoretical and clinical.
Yes. AMC 1, if you pass AMC 1, then you should have an interview and you should have an offer. You should have an offer. After AMC 1, you should have a job offer. Then you can apply for registration. Without job offer, you can't apply for registration. Because after passing AMC 1, you will get the limited registration according to the field in which you have the job offer. If you have been offered the job of a medical officer in emergency, then you will be registered in the emergency field. If you get a GP job, then he will be
emergency medical officer.
Yes.
He will have to work in that.
Yes. Then he will be registered in the general practice. So after AMC 1, you get the registration. That will be limited according to the relevant field. The advantage of passing AMC 2 is that you get the full registration. You get the general registration, you get the full registration after passing AMC 2.
Registration fees be
I'll tell you about the registration fee. So if you pass AMC 2, you will get the full registration. Like you have got the PMDC registration. You are allowed to practice in medicine, surgery, ops, gynae, ENT, whatever you want, including psychiatry and whatever you want. You are everything. If you have registration. If you get the general registration in Australia after passing AMC 2, so you can enter in any specialty, any subspecialty. You can do your private practice after having a full registration. But passing AMC 2 is a difficult task. People who are working in Australia for the last 4 or 5 years, I know a couple of my college mates from Iqbal who did AMC in 2006, 2007. Still those people, they are struggling to pass AMC 2. Because pass ratio is very less, like 10% for our people.
But that is a purely clinical side.
That is a purely clinical side, and you can't pass unless you work in Australia.
Yes, of course.
Right? And I tell you that people who are working in Australia, still they are finding it hard.
It is like a PLAB test.
It's difficult than PLAB. difficult to switch consent.
What is the procedure in this?
The same as PLAB, the auscultation and all that.
Auscultation.
And they demand you more. Once there is a gynae case, they demand that you will act like a gynae consultant.
No MCQ.
No. Once there is an orthopedic case, they demand that you act as an orthopedic consultant. So that is difficult.
पार्ट लेते हैं तो उसके बाद